things I'm giving up, things I'm leaving behind. Hi and welcome back to my channel, Journey with Sarah. I'm Sarah and today I am back with another video called Things I've Given Up to Become a Woman of God. I have 7. I have my notes, so let's just get right to it. The first thing that I want to talk about is vanity. And I call vanity the AAMM, the all about me mindset, where it's all about my wants, my success, my image, my validation. And that does not align with God. It instead leads to self-worship, and the word is clear. He must become greater, I must become less. There's 3 things that I want to touch on that's the problem with this mindset, which the first one is it creates pride instead of humility. Now, I want to be very clear. There are 2 types of pride. There's an unhealthy pride and a healthy pride. A healthy pride is, you're achieving goals, you're doing great work, you have self-respect. That is okay. It's the unhealthy pride that is a problem, which is you're just selfish and arrogant, which leads to the next thing that I want to touch on. It keeps us from loving others the way God commands. When you're self-centered, it's truly hard to love others. We get caught up in our own heads. We forget to be kind. We forget to be generous. We forget to be patient. But Jesus says, love your neighbor as yourself. And when we shift the focus from ourselves, we start to see the needs of others. The last thing that I want to touch on with this is it shuts God out of the decision-making process. How many times have you went ahead and made a decision all on your own, midway through whatever you're going through, you're now praying to God for a way out? I have totally put my trust in God about everything. I go to him about everything. I pray, I fast, I pray. And I trust God and I ask for his perfect will to be done in my life. My favorite verse of the Bible is Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6, which states, trust in God with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your path straight. Giving up vanity means surrendering completely to God and trusting that his ways are better than mine. On to number 2, which is reckless spending. Oh my gosh, I have been so reckless with money in the past, and I have decided to steward money more wisely. From the time I've been born, God has taken great care of me. I've been so blessed. Luke 11:48 states, from everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked. Also, I went to Philippa Scholar, IS 383. And shout out to all my Scholarites. And I wanted to say the motto was, to whom much is given, much is required. So with that being said, I am starting a series. It's not finalized, but I feel like it would be on the road to 1 million. Watch me build wealth in real time, where I'll be taking you and showing you how I'm transforming my finances and how I am stewarding money more wisely and not squandering money any longer. And all the tips and everything that I come across, I really feel like this series will be a really good one. And it also will transform my life, and hopefully it transforms yours also. The third thing that I want to talk about is gossip. And Ephesians 4:29 states, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. And there's 3 sides of gossip for me that I want to touch on. And the first one is, when you talk about people, you don't know the coverage that they have over their lives. You now in turn might be harming yourself. It was this video, I hope I don't mess her name up, I'm actually gonna tag the information below. Her name was Yakina Marie. She was also talking about gossip and how she stays away from it, and she was also talking about how she prays and how if you are in turn talking bad about her or wishing bad about her, and she started this whole prayer. I remember parts of it. It was, in the name of Joshua HaMashiach, I return back to sender every word curse, every hex, every vex, every form of... You cannot mess with people. People are out here prayed up. The second thing that I want to talk about is when information comes across your desk, if you're not going to help the person, if you're not going to pray for the person, then there's no need to talk about it. If there was a girl who was once on top of her game and now she broke, send her $50. If you're not going to do that, then there's no need to talk about it. The third thing I want to talk about when it pertains to this subject is when God sees that you can mind your business, I honestly feel like he will bless you with more. He will entrust you with more. Whether it's that a deeper spiritual insight, whether it is him trusting you to lead and guide people because he knows that you won't tear them down. So I'm back with another acronym, which is HIPAA. We all know HIPAA is what protects patients' info. So I'm going to say get your HIPAA on, hold integrity, protect people's affairs. If something is not yours to share, do not share it. If someone confides in you, keep it locked up. If a conversation is headed into gossip, redirect it. And yeah. 4, fear and worry. How can we not have fear and worry in a time like this, right? This is 2025 and some things are happening. Hebrews 11:6. And without faith, it's impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. Okay? So, I don't have any fear. I don't worry. Because I have faith. I have faith in God. I just want to briefly touch on this story about the 3 Hebrew boys. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were refusing to bow down to King Nebuchadnezzar's idols, golden statues. And they knew the consequence for, not obeying the king was for them to be thrown into a burning furnace. But they boldly declared that the God that they serve would deliver them from the burning furnace. In the burning furnace, not only were they not touched, Jesus appeared in the flames with them. When you trust God completely, he will protect you. And that story sticks with me. When your back is against the ropes for you to do anything to, preserve your life. And even if that meant, for some, throwing your faith out. But when you stand strong in your faith, God will definitely protect you and deliver you. Number 5 is seeking approval from others. I want to be clear. There's nothing wrong with asking your friends how an outfit look or what do they think about this idea. That is a normal conversation. The problem is when you cannot move forward in life without constant validation from people. Proverbs 11:14 states, it is okay to seek wise counsel. It's one thing to ask your friends what they think. It's another thing to delay or change your calling others' reactions. If God told you to do something, whether it's start the business, create the content, move forward in faith, you do not need to keep explaining things to people who do not see the vision. I just want to talk a little bit about Peter, who actually walked with Jesus, who denied him 3 times because he feared people's judgment. Number 6, vulgar and draining music. The other night I went out with my friend, and when I was returning back home, I turned on the radio and I immediately turned it back off. Though I don't even know what song it was, but the first 5 or 6 words were just so disgusting and degrading that I just had to, I could not drive home. I actually drove home in complete silence. When it comes to music, whether it's worship, motivational, or heartbreak, music affects our moods. Mary J. Blige, I'm Going Down. As soon as that song comes on, most people start to sing. Not only are they singing it, they're actually going down. They're actually like, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, stand up, Luke 6 verse 45 states, what we feed our spirit eventually comes out in our actions, our thoughts, and even our own words. I'm very intentional about what I listen to, what I'm allowing in my life. Number 7, which is heart posture. And this one means so much to me. I know when you hear of heart posture, you feel like, oh, we know she's forgiving everyone and she's so grateful and she's so thankful now. But that's not, it's that, but that's not really what I want to touch on. I want to talk about Psalms 27 verse 14. Psalms 27 is something that's implemented in my daily nighttime prayer routine. But verse 14 really speaks to me. And verse 14 says, wait on the Lord, be strong and take heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. And in life, things happen that chips away at our heart. You ever like overheard, or even yourself might have noticed someone who you was like, yo, that girl was once so full of life, or that guy had so much going for himself. Like, well, what happens? And life happened, whether it's a bad job that dulls your ambition, or a bad relationship that chips away at your confidence, or a death. You know, death can leave us so empty, whether it's financial, you know, when money ain't right, it's like, you know, what is going on in life, or it could just be whatever, life itself. And I just want to talk about, you know, when these things are happening, how it's very important for us to have patience and trust in God and fight. Take heart. Fight to keep your whole heart. You have to fight to keep your whole heart, because you're going to need it. You're going to need your whole heart. You're going to have to refuse to let trials harden you in life. Your passion, take it back. Your faith, take it back. Your joy, take it back. You have to have patience to trust his timing. You have to have faith to know that restoration is coming. You have to have strength not to settle for brokenness. God wants us whole. And if life has taken something from you, he will restore it in one form or another. It isn't just about healing. It's about being prepared for who God called you to be. Joshua Selman, Beauty for Ashes. Really good sermon to watch, and how God gives you beauty for ashes. But I definitely want y'all to check that out. It's a really good sermon, so I will leave it below. I just want to continue on for just a little bit more and say, pick up the pieces of your heart, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it for the people you're meant to impact. You're gonna need it for the faith that you're meant to walk in. So as you wait on the Lord, be strong and take heart. Take it all back. That is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, leave your thoughts. Let me know anything you've given up on this journey, or any other comments that you have. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye. My recording stopped, so I am back. Okay. I've become very intentional about what I listen to and what I allow. I've become very intentional about what I listen to, what I'm allowing in my life. Number 7, which is heart posture. And I read Psalms 27 every night before I go to bed. It's one of my nighttime prayers. Is one thing that is included into my nighttime prayer. And the last verse